Hello, assalamu alaikum, Jianu, Pakera Galeni, Hama, Chure Shume, Washmale, Hi Gonzaimus. Hi, hugs and hellos to all those beautiful, amazing people who are tuned into PT World, PTV Global, and are watching World this morning alongside Shazad Khan and the very pretty Maha Maktoum. Hello, Maha, how are you? Good day.
Hi, I'm good. You always manage to cheer me up in the mornings.
It is
I'm
essential.
only quite moody and these
It is
days.
essential, but how are you? Weather was superb yesterday. We missed you on the show as well.
I've not been well. This country is trying to kill me slowly. But no, the weather was really tough. The weather was nice, but I was sick yesterday. So
Really?
This weather change is also not doing great for people's health as well. And I think quite a few people are sick.
That's what I wanted to bring up as well. People, the weather is changing. Please make sure that you guys look after yourself, because for all those people who are working out in the sun, if they, for example, have a very quick transition moving from sun into an air-conditioned room, you will probably, there are chances that you will fall sick, and you don't want to fall sick, because I went through it this week. That was horrible.
And then I'm slowly starting to go through it. But hopefully, no more time off, because, I did miss the show a lot. It does make my day, cheer me up, and I do learn something every time I come.
Exactly. Same is the case with me. But then, Maha, at the same time, since you belong to a country which people refer to as West, all right? And then, over there, you have the liberty to go outside, work, do whatever you feel like, and then, you're free. But in a country like Pakistan, where it is very hard for women to work, what solutions do you have for all those women who want to be at home, who want to look after their kids, but they still have a skill?
Okay, well, that's the thing. Actually, yesterday when I wasn't at work, I realized how important it is to have that kind of focus and objective, just for your own sanity and your peace of mind. But for those ladies, there's no solution. There's only effort and actions that can be taken. Anyone who wants to work, you have to if people don't allow you to, then you have to try and make a way. But there are ways to cater around the cultural, religious traditions which are imposed in this society.
Exactly. But then there are people who came up with organizations who are empowering women, who are telling them that, you can still be at home, and then you can work and you can earn money, and then you can get recognized too.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, we have about half our population are females, and bring them into the economy, making them a vital part of the economic workforce, and realizing that they can be, is very important.
And then just imagine that you're working for an organization or a company who's actually within all the SAARC countries as well. So what type of exposure you're going to get? Just imagine. So for all those women who are out there who want to work, but they cannot leave their houses, or probably, they have to stay at home, or they cannot walk, or, they cannot mobilize quite a lot, it's a good news for you guys, because today we have been joined by people who run the organization with the name of SABA, and it's in all the SAARC countries as well.
Exactly. SABA is the SAARC Business Association for Home-Based Workers, and we have been very lucky. We've been joined by their members, very important members actually. So we've been joined by Samina Khan, who is the chairperson of SABA. Assalamu alaikum, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us today.
I like your hairstyle.
Besides Samina, we've been joined by Gohar Sajid. She is the co-chairperson of SABA. Assalamu alaikum.
Kya haal hai aapka? Theek hai aap?
Great.
Very nice. Good to have you.
Besides Gohar Sajid, we have been joined by Zulekha, who is the country manager. Assalamu alaikum, good morning. Thank you for joining us today. So I'm going to start with you, Ms. Samina. Tell us about SABA. What is it?
SABA is actually, when you started off talking about, not feeling well, I said, I was thinking that you both should move into the rural areas, because that's where all the healthy people are of Pakistan. So I'm sure you wouldn't get these.
Yeah, exactly.
So SABA is basically, it's a trade facilitation center, and this came about by people who were working with women who in the rural areas who had a very, very, especially in Pakistan, I would say, it's like inherited skill. Okay. And it is a beautiful skill. And वैसे भी, if you, UNESCO has done a survey of Pakistan and of other areas, I think about Pakistan, where there are about, I think about 36 different handicraft that are there in this area, that are traditional handicraft.
Okay.
So in embroidery, in that list, it was like maybe 6 embroideries. But when you go deeper into it, there are lots of different varieties in embroidery. Okay. And this is very unique in South Asia and all over the world also. Because there are different types of embroideries, and these embroideries are they haven't done 4 years in college to learn all this. This is something that's come down from the grandmother to the granddaughter to the
Exactly.
mothers. So this was already there existing in our rural areas. So organizations like, I was working at that time with Sangi Development Foundation, so they were already working with rural area. So they were women who had this skill. And being the poverty level that it is, everyone needed an added income, or the only income, they wanted something more, and there was the skill already there, and it was so beautiful, it was exceptional skill. All they needed was a little bit of what is required for the market at this point of time. That's all they needed to know. So, so this is how it evolved, started evolving. So like Sangi was doing it in Pakistan, rural areas over here, there were other organizations also in Pakistan doing it in different parts of Pakistan, and then there were organizations in different parts of South Asia that were doing the same thing.
Okay.
But what happened was that what was coming out was these are projects that these organizations get, and from these projects, projects last for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years at the most. So and then they finish off. Okay. So what was evolving was that a permanent center was needed for the women to come to and ask, what should we, what should the cut be, what should the colors be, what is in fashion, what is not in fashion. So that is how in 2009 this sabas were set up in all countries. Okay. And by the same, like all these organizations came together who were already working with women. Okay. And so they came together and they formed earlier on, some years earlier.
It is like one bigger organization out of some smaller organizations.
It is like, you know, a thought process that was going on, understanding that was going on, it evolved into forming a trade facilitation center. But before this, HomeNet South Asia was formed in 2000, I think 2000, yes, which was basically talking about women who are at home, are skilled, and embroidery women are like the top of the
icing on the cake.
It is just the top. Okay. Under that, there are so many women who are doing work for factories, who are getting, you know, hardly anything, and who are in all over South Asia not recognized as workers at all.
Okay, so Sabha was created in order to bring everything, all of these organizations
Sabha
together.
was created for this small bit of the home-based workers who have a skill already.
Okay, wonderful.
But whose brainchild was it?
So I'm just saying this was the brainchild, I would say, of these women only. Okay. They were coming out, and whenever we would come together in a workshop or in a meeting or something, they would say, this is what we need. Okay. And so when all the countries came together and formed HomeNet South Asia, that is where this evolved from. Very and then what happened, our South Asia is coming up with good things. So SAARC Development Fund was set up by SAARC in 2008. Right. So this was the first project that SAARC Development Fund took on as setting up
so
sabas.
That's how you're associated with
a proposal was given to them, and the proposal was to set up sabas, that means a trade facilitation center in each country of the SAARC. Wow. Except India already had one. They had it, Seva is their big organization in Gujarat. And so they already had a trade facilitation center that was running for last 10 years. So we got a sample to copy from.
Amazing.
Okay, wonderful.
Let's just move on to the country manager too at the same time. And now what I want to know is, how many members do you have already, and do you like have to go door to door to talk to people that, okay, you know, this is what we are doing, this is the trade facilitation we are providing, or people come to you?
No, it's we have 3,500 members.
Wow.
Who've been working with Sabha since 2009, and we are working in 13 districts. And we don't go door to door. It's when you go into an area, then people know about you, and then they come up to you that we want to become members, and then we make them our members, and they make them their own group, and then we deliver trainings to them. The first training is the group management training, and in that training they choose their own quality controller, the leader who is going to check the quality of the products that are being sent back to our trade facilitation center. And they have their own village designers in the group, and they have like 10 to 12 women in their groups, and they work together. Okay. And this is how groups are formed. For example, we go into Haripur, and then a village decides, you know, village women, you know, this village is already working for Sabha, we would also want to become a member, and they come to us at our facilitation center, which is in Haripur also.
Okay. So do we have to apply for the membership, or?
They come to us, then we give them a form, and then certain fee they pay us. It's easy.
It's not like Islamabad Club because it's so hard to get the membership over there.
Okay, wonderful. So let's move on to Gohar. Tell us your story. How did you get involved with Sabha?
گوہر جی وہ آپ سے پوچھ رہی ہیں کہ آپ اپنی سٹوری سنائیے کہ آپ کیسے آپ کا صبا کے ساتھ تعلق بنا اور پھر آپ کیسے کو چیئر پرسن بنے.
صبا کے ساتھ سب سے پہلے تو ہم لوگ جو اپنا گھر میں کام جو کرتے تھے اس سے شروع سے جیسے ہماری نانی دادی سے جو ہے وہ چلا آ رہا تھا, امی کر رہی تھی, پھر ہمیں جو ہے وہ ہم آتا تو تھا وہ کام لیکن اس کو بیچنے کا کوئی وہ نہیں تھا. پھر اس طرح سے جو ہے وہ چھوٹے چھوٹے جیسے پروجیکٹ کے ذریعے جو ہے وہ لوگ آتے تھے تو وہ ہمیں ٹریننگز وغیرہ کروا کے تو پھر وہ ہو جاتا تھا تھوڑے ٹائم کے لیے. اس کے بعد جو ہے وہ کچھ ٹائم جب ہم کام کرتے رہے تو ہمیں ضرورت محسوس ہوئی کہ ہمارا کوئی اپنا جو ہے وہ ہونا چاہیے ایسے جہاں پہ ہم بیٹھ کے ہمیشہ کے لیے آگے کام جو ہیں وہ کرتے جائیں.
تو so let's get Samina to translate that.
گوہر واز آئی تھنک ہاؤ اولڈ ور یو گوہر 18 سال کی تھی کتنے کی تھی جب
نہیں میں 12 سال کی تھی جب شروع کیا تھا.
she was doing it but she was also studying along with it.
Okay, so at the age of 12 she was studying and learning all these crafts.
Learning she was doing from her own home, but once in a while she would you know like project people would go and give them something to some sort of cloth and thread and she would also once in a while but she was more involved with her studies. So then what happened is after this I just adding on to what she hasn't mentioned. So what happened was after this that and she was from a village which is like I think 30 minutes by car 30 minutes 30 minutes hai dur aapko from Haripur town where she would start when she went into college she would go there, which was not a usual thing to do, which was not something that
so she took the initiative to
she took the initiative and her family supported her and she was went and did her bachelor's also and so she what she did was she realized that she was also she had the skill anyway and she would be part of the on the sidelines of the women who are very actively every month giving in work. But when she after bachelor's she got married also. Before that she got married and then bachelor's ke baad ye kya so then she became very active also in getting groups together, getting them to do work.
Acha to aap okay you're going to have to
Acha then
what benefits
آپ کا کو چیئر پرسن تک کا جو سفر ہے نا وہ سننا ہے ہمیں.
اچھا کچھ تو شروع والا تو سارا بتا ہی دیا ہے کہ یہ کام کی وہ تھی پیسوں کی ضرورت بھی ایک جو ہے وہ ہوتی ہے اور پھر جو ہے وہ اپنے جو ایریے کے لوگ ہیں باقی ساری جو خواتین ہیں ان کو بھی آگے ساتھ میں لے کے جانا ہوتا ہے. ان کو کچھ لوگوں کو اجازت بھی نہیں ہوتی باہر نکلنے کی. پھر جو ہے گروپ کی صورت میں ہم کام کرتے ہیں. اس میں ہماری گاؤں میں کوالٹی کنٹرولر ہوتی ہے جو پورے گروپ کو کنٹرول کرتی ہے, یعنی کنٹرول اس طرح سے کہ اس کا کام دیکھتی ہے کہ وہ اچھا اے کوالٹی کا کام کرے. تو جو اے کوالٹی کا کام کرنے والے لوگ ہیں ان کو پھر یہ ہمیں یہ ضرورت لگی کہ ہم ایک ٹریڈ فیسیلیٹیشن سینٹر کی طرح جیسے وہ کوئی جگہ ہو تو وہ پھر صبا جو ہے وہ اس ماڈل کو سب سے پہلے پاکستان میں جو ہے وہ آیا تھا صبا کے ذریعے. تو اب صبا کے ساتھ ہی جو ہے وہ ہم 2009 میں شروع کیا تھا ہم نے یہ کام. اور پھر اس کے بعد جو ہے وہ ہماری جب یہ رجسٹرڈ ہو رہا تھا صبا پاکستان تو اس میں یہ تھا کہ جو کام کرنے والی خواتین ہیں جن کے لیے یہ بن رہا ہے تو وہ ان کی ممبرشپ لازمی ہوگی بورڈ پہ.
اچھا اوکے گریٹ. اینڈ واٹ آر دا بینیفٹس like in your life that you receive by being part of Sabah?
کیا فائدہ حاصل ہوتا ہے آپ کو صبا کے ساتھ کام کر کے؟
فائدے اس میں جو ہے وہ ایک تو ہمیں پیسوں کے لحاظ سے ہمیں معاشی فائدہ ہوتا ہے, وہ ہے ہماری اسکل جو ہے وہ کافی زیادہ امپروو ہوئی ہے. اس میں جو ہے وہ کلر جیسے ہمیں گاؤں میں بیٹھ کے اتنا زیادہ وہ کچھ اندازہ نہیں تھا تو وہ مختلف طرح کی ٹریننگز جو ہیں وہ ہوئی تھیں. اس کے بعد جو ہے وہ کلر کی پتہ چلا ہے. پھر اس طرح سے کرتے کرتے ہماری جو ہے وہ ہم اپنی سوشلی جو ہے وہ بہت زیادہ اسٹرانگ ہو گئے ہیں.
اور ہری پور گاؤں کی جو خواتین ہیں وہ اب آپ کو کیسے دیکھتی ہیں؟ ایز اے رول ماڈل دیکھتی ہیں وہ؟
جیسے شروع میں اگر بتائیں تو وہ کافی مخالفت بھی ہوتی ہے. جیسے ہم بہت اس طرح سے گاؤں کے لیول پہ اگر دیکھیں تو ہماری فیملی میں باہر نہیں اس طرح سے وہ جانے دیا. تو ایسے وہ باہر جب نکلتے ہیں تو اس کو دیکھ کے دو اور نکلتے ہیں, پھر ان کو سمجھانا پڑتا ہے. پھر کرتے کرتے تو اب کافی زیادہ جو ہیں وہ اور بھی لوگ اس طرح سے وہ آ گئے ہیں.
سب لوگ ٹھیک ہیں کہ آپ لوگ باہر نکلتے ہیں؟ وہ سب
نہیں, اب تو جو ہے وہ ہماری مثال دیتے ہیں.
صحیح, very nice. Is it fine to be on television then? Because that's
from her own mother. Yesterday she had to convince her mother to let her come on television today.
Okay. Well, I mean, this is great. These are like really great steps that people are taking. Now, Shazad, like, let's
okay. So what she was trying to say over here was that, you know, initially it was quite difficult to get out, and then, you know, to get people on board as well. But then finally, when they got done with the Trade Facilitation Center, which was the first one, which was Sabah, Pakistan, when they came in, they joined hands with them. And then it is essential for the people to be on the board as well if you're going to be a member of Sabah, Pakistan, if I may say it correctly. So this is what she's saying. And then she was saying that, you know, since people, you know, they do not want them to be outside their houses. And then I just asked her a naughty question where I asked whether is it fine to be on television or not. And then she said that, in fact, one of her colleagues said that, you know, her mother was quite worried about it, but it's still all right.
Exactly. So this is what these things can do. They can really open up people's lives, and it's also helped their lives as well. You know, it's brought in money, it's brought in business. Okay, now going forward, the projects that you've taken on, it's mainly artisans, like you said. You're finding all these women. How do you locate? You know, where are you going to? How do you find all these people?
I just want to explain that Sabah is a membership. So membership means that all the members are the ones who vote in the board members.
Yes.
Okay.
So every year, after 3 years, every board member has to be elected. So that is how Gohar initially she was the founding member, one of the founding members, but then she had to be re-elected after 3 years.
Okay.
And then after that, every 3 years she has been re-elected.
Well done. So
And in the last board meeting, she was elected as the co-chair also.
Wonderful.
Wow, that's great.
Excellent. So
But-
we also have some photos as well.
Yeah, we will share them, but you know, all of those 13 districts which you guys mentioned, which are those
I'll
districts?
just tell you about that also.
Yeah.
The thing is, like I told you, Sangi was one that was already working. There was SRSO, which is the Sindh Rural Support Program, which was also already working with the village women. So there were women, they already had trained in improving their handicraft. So they were connected with Sabah. In the same way, there is also other organization. There's IDSP in Balochistan, which connected women with Sabah. Then there is Daman in Punjab mein.
It's all right. Punjab is fine.
Yeah, Punjab mein, I'll just get Daman, who also connected women with us, and Beacon House National University had their artisans coming, they had their students working with Sangi and with Sabah and also with Daman to get the women to improve their products. Not the embroidery is very good, but the products.
So you guys are throughout Pakistan.
It is. We are district when we say we are in Sindh. We are in Balochistan. Balochistan, we have to spread more. It is only in Quetta right now. We have to go further. In KP, we are in Haripur, Aptabad, Mansehra, and now we are in Shala, NDIK. And in Punjab, we have.
And you guys are in 6 different countries too. That's the best part.
Those are separate.
Okay.
They are all independently registered in their own country. And what is important thing is the learning that was happening between each country. The women from one village were going to women from India were meeting each other. Women from Nepal were meeting women
That's
from.
amazing.
So that sort of a learning. I mean, when we used to go and train them, I would say we were probably getting through about 10%. And when they came back from trainings from the women themselves, they would say, you know, and especially our women, that is something I would like to share. When they went for the first training, to India, they went to Gujarat.
Yeah.
Amazing.
They said, embroidery they can't teach us because ours is so good. But how to do the work in quality and how to be on time and how to work together and also, you know, collectively give a lot of products out for selling is something that they've learned from
Exactly.
there.
This is what you learn from going and expanding your horizons. I'd like to bring Zulekha back into the conversation. Talking about all these, taking these, getting the trainings, how difficult is it to get people to go to these trainings in a certain number so that when they come back, they can pass on what they've been trained in?
Because half of the time they're not even allowed to leave their houses, so how can they go for trainings then?
But I think for international exhibitions and international trainings, they are allowed to go. because this is an exposure and also an international visit.
Okay.
So we don't have that much of a problem, you know, gathering all these women to go to other countries.
Okay. And in
Also,
regards to yes.
I just say that in the village, most village trainings are always started in the village itself.
Okay.
So just because of this reason, because initially, if you first time also you just tell them to go out, they will not go.
Yeah.
So that is what it starts off with.
gradual
So there's a
process.
building of confidence that they, you know, once they in the village, they're coming to a training. Then from the village, they'll move to the town, which is like Haripur town. We'll have trainings over there. Then we'll have a training in Lahore, so they'll come to that, and then it goes abroad.
Okay, so
it's not
baby
like
steps,
jumping
yeah.
from her.
Okay,
And
so
then
it's
is
not
it-
crawling, then
Yeah.
walking.
And then is it Sabah Pakistan paying for all the expenses of your training and then getting women on board? So you don't have to pay from your money. You just have to make sure that you have a skill. That's it.
Because at this point there is this project. Project has funds, so the payment is done by Sabah.
Okay.
But we have evolved over the years. We said because every year we have a general body meeting, so all the members come. So the members said that initially, at this point we have a project. In future we will not have a project. So how will the members come for the general body meeting?
Exactly.
So they, in the first meeting, they decided, the members decided that if we have a 2-day fair also in the town where the general body meeting is, we will be able to sell our beer and we will be able to pay for the transportation coming
That's
and
cool.
going.
Excellent. So,
So-
it's really
Ha.
long-term thinking.
So
This is
this year, inshallah, we are having the general body meeting in November.
Great.
And I think at this point, Islamabad is the town that has been decided that it should be over there.
This is where the meeting will take place.
Wonderful. So, as talking about that skills and talents and the training that they're having, they're getting into the fashion world. You know, there's accessories, there's embroideries, gifts, household things. How do you make sure that the things that they're creating, quality control, they have that within the
Yes.
system? How do you make sure that it reaches the certain people that it should be reaching? The
We have
marketing of
3
it.
outlets. The first outlet is in Islamabad. It was the Sangi craft shop before, and now it's the Sabah Sangi shop. And there's another outlet in Lahore on MM Alam Road, and we have a third outlet in Karachi that
Okay.
is on Zamzama.
Okay.
So the products come to our trade facilitation center in Rawalpindi. From there, it is dispatched to all the shops in equal
And where in
quantities
Islamabad are you based?
in Rawalpindi.
In Rawalpindi.
Our headquarters is in Rawalpindi,
Okay.
and our shop is in Islamabad.
It's in Islamabad. Yeah,
But how
where
do
in
you guys,
Islamabad?
how do you,
It's behind Safa Gold Mall.
So, just
Yeah.
checking. So the people who are in Islamabad
Yeah.
can.
but then still, you know,
Opposite OPTP.
whenever we talk about business, the demand needs to be created.
Yes.
So how are you guys working on that too? Because then, you know, you've got 3,600 members now.
Yeah,
3,500 members, obviously you have to make them work every day, and then, you know, people, they still want to work just because of the fact that, you know, you make them run their houses.
Yes.
So now, for example, if to create demand, how do you market it that, you know, okay, this is what we are doing? What is the marketing tool you guys are using?
We participate in national and international exhibitions.
Okay.
And we also, you know, in our shops there is a regular turnover of our products, and then we have sales. These are the things we are doing right now. Currently, we're only going to international exhibitions in SAARC countries, but we are now looking forward to expanding in other countries also.
Excellent.
Also, I just want to say that, you know, it's not like 37 members, 37,000, 36,000 members are working for Sabah.
Yeah.
They've been trained to the point where they have their group, and the groups can work with any other, can supply to any other
Okay.
shop, or, you know, take orders from.
So
any-
they're not just working
It's
for
just a
Sabah Pakistan.
facilitation center, correct? Of Sabah.
And then what happens is that these groups are formed to, and they themselves elect their quality controllers. Our point is to train the quality controller what to expect from, you know, what is quality, and also their designers. Their designers are also a local person.
Okay.
And they are also, as we call them, independent business groups. As independent business groups, they are supplying to Sabah shop also. And they're taking some orders from Sabah, they're taking orders from other people also. And so this is
That's
just to get them to the point where it's not, they shouldn't be dependent on Sabah
Yeah.
shops.
That's a
Sabah
good
shops,
deal, but
yeah.
you know, this conversation is going to get a bit tricky, ladies and gentlemen. But right now, we need to go for a short break. When we guys are going to come back, the only question which I have in my head is that half of the time when you get all of these people to work for you or probably make handicraft, you underpay them. I'll ask this question. Good morning.
Welcome back, everyone. And before the break, we're in discussion with people representing Sabah and what is the situation in Pakistan. It's about women in rural areas who are, very skilled. They can do embroidery, they're artisans, and it's about getting a secure income for them and securing their futures.
Exactly,
and it's a very good question.
Yeah, and it's a trade facilitation center as well. But then half of the time, what happens is that when these organizations, when they're very operational, what they do is that they probably take advantage of the skill which people have and then underpay them or probably undersell them just because of the fact that they wanted a bigger margin or a bigger chunk as well.
And also in this country, you can get away with things
Yeah.
you've heard sometimes.
So yeah, you know the question.
So the thing is that, initially when we're talking about the trainings that we do, one of the trainings is a marketing training that is done in the village. That means the women, all the women who are part of the membership, they have been through a costing system, how to cost their work, and what is expected in the market, and what happens when your marketing person goes to the and sells your product. So they are very clear about it. And then it's not just sitting in the village and being clear. They're also given opportunities to come and check in the shop. So if you go to our shop, you will see there's a tag that is written with their own hands in Urdu, which says village, which says name of person who's made it, and writes down the price that she wants from it.
Okay.
So that is how it is. So in the sense, and because it's facilitation center, so there is a 25% that is required for which is the minimum that we can take at this point. Though we have the project to also help us with our expenses, but the rest. So they are taught not only to be able to price their products for Sabah, but for anyone else. So they are not, the reason why this came up was because they were always they were middle persons who were exploiting, like you said. So the thing was to teach them how to bargain with the middle person, how to show that yes, my time I'm charging for my time also. They weren't doing that before. They were just thinking of the kapda and the dhaga and the cloth and the raw material. So, and before, when we started off, it was that the thread was to be weighed. Whatever the weight thread cost, that is the amount that you were supposed to pay them.
Oh.
Which was nothing, which was absolutely nothing.
That's really terrible.
They were stealing from them.
There is nothing
That's
at all.
basically daylight robbery.
So there was nothing for the design, there was nothing for the beauty of the work, everything. It was just for the way. So what the women was doing is they were putting double and triple thread just to make it weigh more. So that is what we stopped. We got them to understand.
That's amazing.
It is a design.
Let's ask Gohar.
Okay, yes.
So Gohar, आप बताइए कि पैसे ठीक मिलते हैं जो काम आप लोग करते हैं?
अब चूंकि पैसे जो है वो हम खुद ही फैसला करते हैं.
Okay.
जो हमारी मेहनत होती है पूरा जो है वो दिन हम जो लगाते हैं दिन में टाइम जैसे वो बच्चों के साथ है घर का काम है और फारग टाइम में जो हम काम करते हैं तो हम खुद पैसे लगाते हैं. और यहाँ पे ये नहीं है सबा में ये नहीं है कि कोई जो है वो आके हमें ये बताए कि आपको ये इसके 20 रुपए मिलेंगे 40. हम खुद ही ये डिसाइड करते हैं कि हमारा इतना टाइम में लगा है और हम उसके ऊपर जो है वो घंटे लिख देते हैं.
और फिर पैसे आप लोगों को कब मिलते हैं? जब आपकी प्रोडक्ट बिक जाती है या फिर पहले ही जब आप घर से भेजते हैं चीज़ें तो तभी आपको पेमेंट हो जाती है?
दो तरह के काम हैं. एक तो जो है वो जो हम अपना इंडिपेंडेंट खुद से काम करके देते हैं, कपड़ा धागा रॉ मटेरियल्स खुद सारा परचेज करते हैं और हम उसके ऊपर कढ़ाई करके देते हैं. तो वो तो जब वो सेल हो जाती हैं चीज़ें और हर महीने के महीने जितना भी काम सेल होता है वो हमें उसकी पेमेंट हो जाती है. और एक जो है वो अगर कोई ऑर्डर बेस काम है, कोई ऑर्डर है किसी का, वो अगर हम बना के देंगे तो वो 15 डेज़ के अंदर जो है वो हमें पेमेंट हो जाती है.
एक आखिरी चीज़ जो मैं आपसे पूछना चाह रहा हूँ वो ये कि जितनी भी अभी ख़वातीन जो घरों पर बैठी हैं और देख रही हैं, कितनी आमदनी हो जाती है अंदाज़न कि आपने 20 या 25 प्रोडक्ट्स बनाए तो महीने में एक आम खातून कितने पैसे कमा सकती हैं?
ये तो अब वही चीज़ आ जाती है, डिपेंड करता है उसके काम के ऊपर.
ओके.
वो 5,000 भी कमा सकती है और वो 15 भी कमा सकती है.
सही.
ये सिर्फ उसकी अपनी मेहनत पे जो है वो है कि वो कितना टाइम दे सकती है.
Very nice. Yeah, okay, so people, what I tried asking over here was I just was trying to get an evidence on whether she's saying, whatever she's saying is correct or not, and she said that yes, it is correct as well. And then I was asking her whether how much on average, a normal woman can make if they are at home and they're working. So 5,000 to 15,000, that's what she said, but you can even earn more by working more as well. And right now we've got few pictures of, all of those handicrafts and all of the work. Which they have done, so I think we'll be sharing it with you guys as well. So whenever, Mr. Producer, you're ready, we are ready too. All right, go ahead.
Very nice. Wow.
You can explain
I
about
think
it.
I've seen these. Like these are wallets and
Amazing.
like cloths,
And it's all handmade.
posters,
Everything is handmade.
bowls. That's amazing.
This is from Sindh.
Wow, that's your
Wow.
interest.
Jewelry. Very nice. These are all handmade.
These are done by men, huh?
These are done.
Wow.
Okay, excellent. What is this? You get it.
This is dyed.
Very
Good
nice.
job.
I'm gonna go and check out this shop.
You must.
Wow, these are beautiful. Okay, so this is amazing. Now,
My nanny never knew this.
because
I
they
think
bought them.
They've inherited it.
Yeah. So now the thing is, it's the reason why Shahzad was asking about the income and what the situation is because in this region about 40 million are home-based workers, and the middlemen do, like you said, they exploit the women, and you know they don't get as much. But now they make their own decisions about how much time, what the design is. So that's fantastic. Now I would like to ask Gohar actually. अब आगे जाके आप क्या चाहती हैं कि you know क्या हो? Don't laugh at my husband.
Okay.
आगे जो है कि इस तरह ये काम के हवाले से आप पूछ रहे
जी।
हैं कि काम को मज़ीद जो है वो हम यही है कि जो हमारा सबा पाकिस्तान हम इसके साथ काम कर रहे हैं क्योंकि हमारा अपना इदारा है और इसी के साथ जो है हम आगे वो करेंगे मज़ीद भी और इसको किस तरह से वो
जी जी बताइए.
सस्टेनेबिलिटी की तरफ जा रहे हैं ना कि हम जो है वो किसी की तरफ ना देखें
Okay.
कि कोई फंड कहीं से आए और हम जो है वो उसी को लेके काम करें हम अपनी प्रोडक्शन ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा करें ताकि उसी का जो है उसी से हम अपना ये इनकम जनरेट कर सकें.
So I asked, what would you like to see going forward? And she said that we'd like to be sustainable and not depend on funds because, you know, you can't live like that. And that's wonderful. And to see women like that, you know, kind of pushing forward, it really... Okay, and I have another question. जब आपने ये शुरू किया था, आपकी फैमिली ने सपोर्ट किया था, लेकिन मुश्किलात हुए... How do you say, did you face hurdles?
मुश्किलात तो
She got
बहुत बहुत मुश्किलात आई इसमें सबसे ज़्यादा मुश्किल तो यही है कि बाहर जो है वो हमारा नहीं निकलने का वो होता ना बाहर नहीं जाना
तो आप लोगों ने
सबसे ज़्यादा
किस
मुश्किल
तरह
यही
किया? किस आप लोगों ने? Like, I want to know her story.
बस आहिस्ता आहिस्ता करके समझाते समझाते फिर जो है वो समीना चूँकि शुरू से हमारे वहाँ पे हमारे गांव में जाती रही हैं तो अब हमसे ज़्यादा जो है मुझे लगता है कि इनके ऊपर ज़्यादा ट्रस्ट है अगर वो जो है वो कहेंगे कि समीना कह रही हैं
Okay.
तो ये भी बहुत वो बड़ी बात होती है कि जो लोग वहाँ पे काम करने के लिए जा रहे हैं वो अपना जो है वो एतमाद इतना उनके ऊपर हो जाए कि लोग उनका नाम ले के तो वो फिर वो
अच्छा जो गांव के मर्द हजरात हैं वो बाहर नहीं जाने देते वालिदैन नहीं जाने देते जाने कौन नहीं देते
जाने का ये एक दूसरे को देखते हैं वो क्या कहेंगे लोग क्या कहेंगे इसकी बेटी बाहर चली
See, I
गई
told you it
हालांकि
exists.
खुद चाह रहे होते हैं कि मेरी बेटी जो है मेरी बहू तरक्की करे आगे निकले लेकिन वो ये कि दूसरा क्या कहेगा
सोच का वो the
नहीं तो ये
power
तो
of
अच्छी
thought.
बात नहीं है कि काम करके आप लोग तरक्की कर रहे हैं तो दूसरे को तो अच्छा ही कुछ कहना चाहिए.
हाँ बस दफ़ा जो है वो कुछ ऐसी बातें वो फैमिली में कर देते हैं कि जिसके वजह से वो फिर जब इकट्ठे होते हैं तो
Okay, so now we have to translate all this. So I asked that, you know, what difficulties did you face? Because, you know, we don't want to paint a picture of roses because, you know, under a bed of roses there are thorns. But at the end of the day, she said that, you know, slowly with time they convinced them, and also having someone like Samina coming into the village and kind of explaining the situation, that there's actually more trust on her now, so that whatever she advises, people are more prone to listen to it. And another thing Shahzad asked was that, who is stopping you? Is it the husbands? Is it your mothers? And actually what it is
It's
is
the
that
other women.
It's not the other women, it's the other women and men. It's the other people, members of society, who are actually, you know, saying they're too scared what people are going to say about them.
Exactly.
So as a result of that fear, they're preventing their families from, you know, becoming established and stable. So, you know, this thought does exist. It's in the rural areas, and you guys are combating it. Now, what would you like to see going forward? We've got a few
I
minutes.
would like to say that, you know, this trust is something number one. That, so building up anyone going and working with, and this is also something that I would like to say that, you know, in the people who've been brought up in cities, it's not just abroad and over here, it's the cities and the difference between, it's a different language we are speaking. Even if you're speaking Urdu, Urdu speaking understanding in a village is different from what is being understood in the city.
Absolutely.
So when people, the first thing that to work positively with the village community is to build up trust. And to build up trust. And without that, nothing works. Because they are, they are not sort of after money or anything.
No.
They just want, they need respect and need to be
Before we wrap up the show, since we are running out of time, how difficult was it for you? Because, the entire society is relying on you. You are the one mentor people are trusting right now that, okay, you're the leader, you will lead everybody. How difficult was it for you initially to get all of these people on board and then go convince their families and then, make them comfortable?
I think initially the only difficult part was the traveling on roads that were going far out into the villages.
Okay.
That was difficult because I really love the embroidery that they do, the talent that they have. So, so that was the difficult part. So of course one has to have a lot of patience. So there has to be a lot of time. It wasn't just something that happened the first visit. It happened after the 15th visit, probably. In fact, I think the first time I was a volunteer at that time, and voluntarily I was working. And the first time I got them to come was on the first exhibition that we had in Islamabad at the Arts Council, which was in a house in F7. So, so getting them to come, and they came like this, where in the sense they had covered their faces and they came and saw their products. That was the first time that they saw people from Islamabad coming and appreciating their work.
Wow.
Otherwise, before that, they didn't even know where the works were selling.
As well. Okay, great. And Zulekha, because we're running out of time, what would you like to see going forward now?
Because you're a country manager, you
you're
want
the
to be the
country
country head?
We are currently working on sustainability because our project ends in 2016, December 2016.
Oh gosh, so soon.
So yes, we are currently working on sustainability, making us products sustainable, our outlets sustainable. We want to create a regular income for these women. And this is what we are working on now, and we want people to recognize Sabha as, a good organization that is paying, the right amount of money to the village women.
Very nice.
And they're marketing their products, and we want them to come
And we
to our
recognize
shops
you, don't
and-
worry.
Yes.
I wish you bought some products. You could have put some on the table. That
Now
would have
probably
been
if I'll
fantastic.
see you on the street, I'll probably say, Sabha, hello.
Yeah.
Great, wonderful. Thank you so much for your time and best of luck. And
Thank
I
you very
really
much.
hope that you guys manage to achieve that sustainability, which I'm sure you will be able to. But there are outlets in Islamabad, Lahore, and Karachi. Do check them out. Do you have a Facebook page?
We have a very active Facebook page.
Share the address.
It's called
Sabha
Sabha,
Pakistan.
Sabha Pak, P-A-K.
Okay, so
S-A-B-H.
Sabahpak. So do log on to that. It's on Facebook. And at the end of the day, like I said at the beginning of the show, over half the population are women. They're an integral part of the society, and they can be even more integral part of the economy as well if we just allow them.
Exactly, and the only reason why we came up with this show was that there's always women saying that, we need to work, we want to work. So just to work, you do not really have to go outside of your houses or homes as well. You can sit back at home and then you can work too. We gave you examples. We had role
And now
models
they all
over here
step
on
out
the
of the
show as well.
homes.
Now they're stepping up because you get that confidence and you know that, there are people who are recognizing my work as well. And
Exactly.
please spread the word as well. For example, if you know somebody who wants to work or probably are not in good shape, please recommend them to Sabha Pakistan as well, and it'll be a great deal.
And if you're looking for gifts or anything like that, do go to Sabah, because at the end of the day, these products are, from this area, they're from our country, they're from our culture, it's from our tradition, and it's something that we need to highlight, otherwise it will die out.
Exactly.
So with that, you log on to our Facebook fan page,
Which is with the name of World This Morning.
our Twitter page,
World This Morning without G.
our Daily Motion and YouTube page,
World This Morning once again.
and the repeaters.
11:05.
And wherever you are in the world, if you're watching on PTV Global, just deduct or add the hours. We will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a wonderful day.
Till the next time, 1, 2, 3, good morning.